I'm going to share a little bit of a personal story because I think it's really relevant to middle managers, although it is going back quite a way in my life to when I went for my driver's test. So I am a little bit embarrassed to say I went for my driving test 3 times and I got it on my 3rd time. So I'm not necessarily embarrassed that it took me 3 goes to get my license. I'm more embarrassed that I let my fear of other people's opinions get in the way. I was so nervous and uptight and worried and not myself about going through that testing process where I felt someone was judging me, that I let it get in the way and I made silly mistakes. Things that I would never, ever do. And it was only when the 3rd time I went, I decided I am just going to get in the car and I'm going to drive and I'm going to, listen to what the examiner says to me and I'm going to, follow that and I'm going to use my judgment. And so I did that. And it was really funny because he told me to follow the road. And as I was following the road, this little sign popped up that said, all traffic and an arrow. And I thought, well, the sign says go that way, but he did tell me to follow the road. So I followed the road. And then he called me out on it. And I just turned around to him. And because by this time I really didn't care. I'm just so over the whole process. And I said, well, if you wanted me to follow the signs, you should have told me to follow the signs. I followed your instructions. Deal with it. And I passed my test. So I think that's just an example of how we can get so caught up in what other people think that it stops us from exercising our own good judgment. And I think that's something for middle managers to particularly remember